Midnight Echo, where real thoughts hit different after dark. Late night conversations, real talk. It's your host, DJ Dex Double X, and if you up right now, you already know what time it is. Let's echo in. What's good to my early birds and what's good to my night owls? It's the infamous night owl himself, DJ Dex Double X, and this is season 2, episode 1 of What's Good Fam, Midnight Echo. Before I jump into the topic, man, I just want to say so much love and appreciation from the bottom of my heart for those that shared the podcast, actually came through, stopped by the page. We had some good conversations, man. I just want to say thank you for everybody that actually, linked in with your boy. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for echoing in with your boy, all right? Those who were stopping by and liking the post, everything, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody that was following me on all the socials. It goes for the TikTok, that goes for the Instagram, it goes for the Facebook, all of them, man. I appreciate y'all. So, I'm back. Had a little situation I was going through, mentally and physically. So, due to that, I was down for a while. It sucked. That's just being honest, man. I did not like it at all. As a man, you want to always be on your feet trying to do what you need to do, So while I had my downtime, I was able to still stay tapped in with the music, man. And there was so much new music dropping that I wasn't able to keep up with all of it, man. But I was able to listen to some of these while I had my downtime. Even went ahead and cranked up the PS5. Shout out to my gamers, man. Shout out to everybody on the PS5. Xbox, PC, doesn't matter, man. Shout out to all y'all. While I was, playing the PS5, I was like, let me go ahead and start playing some of these new tracks, man, that dropped. So, I was feeling that Wiz Khalifa and Currency album, Ruthless Records for Drop Top Disc 1. Wiz was snapping on that, shout out to that man, Wiz Khalifa. He was really going in. I love the beats, man. Gave me the kind of vibe of the Alchemist, Larry June and Currency mixtape, or album, I should say. As well as the one he did with 2 Chainz, man, both laid back, chill. I just loved it. So we also got my man AJ Snow. He came out with Out the Way. That was a very dope album too. Gave me the same type of vibes, but also put me in the mind frame. I need to be downtown Miami living. I could be doing so much better with my life. But shout out to my man AJ Snow and Jansport J. All right, my man Larry June Alchemist, like I just talked about. Him and Currency came out with Spiral Stairwells. Oh man, that album had me really just wanting to say, forget this. I'm a blue collar worker, man. I was about ready to call my job, like, man, forget this. I'm about to be out here doing numbers. So, love the album too, man. I was really vibing with it. Kind of had me a little bit too relaxed. I ended up losing on the video game quite a couple times. So, my man, the Mussolini, dropped that Don Dada and Uptown Saturday Nights. Now, I ain't gonna lie, listening to his music, it always feels like I'm back in Harlem around the 70s and 80s. Walking around with a with a mink coat with a pink rim, driving in the Cadillac out here serving, man. So shout out to that man Mussolini, man. I love the album. Same goes for that man L.E. Dollar. Let me tell y'all, the most consistent rapper I have ever seen. This man has dropped already 13, 14 projects, and he just dropped another one for 420. So before he dropped those, he dropped Gran Turismo 3. Was feeling it. It actually kind of hyped me back up while I was in the game. So I was like, all right, yeah, let's keep going. Business as usual. They put me in the mind frame, just like I said about AJ Snow, man. I ain't doing enough. I need to be out here doing it. So let's go. And of course, he brought out Genesis. Now, Genesis put me in the vibe of a previous mixtape he brought out, I want to say about maybe 10, 11 years ago, called Sega Dreamcast for the gamers, But he had some tracks in there that had me kind of focused on what I needed to do once I was able to bounce back. So, man, shout out to that man, L.E. Dollar, man, the most consistent rapper. And the mixtape or album he just dropped for 420, Growth and Development. I haven't had a chance to listen to it yet, but, for those who have already listened to it, y'all echo in, man. Tell me how y'all feel about it, all right? I've been thinking about something lately, A lot of people don't realize how much energy they waste arguing online. And I say that is because, I'm not talking about one side or the other. I just like to go online and look at some of the social media posts, especially ones where they always talk about the same relationship issues day in and day out, man. Every day, every week, every month. Some of this stuff was posted back in like 2012, and they just refreshing it and reposting it, you know. And I talked about this on a previous episode, season 1, episode 6, digital drama. And, you know, I just kept asking the same question, like, what is the end goal? Like, what are we really trying to prove? What are we really trying to do? We keep asking the same questions, but we don't seem to get a clear answer, you know? And I'm just watching it from the outside, you know. I might have a moment, I might put like a little bit of a funny comment, you know, just to be funny, you know. As far as trying to argue with people online, that's just not me, you know. Just, you got people going back and forth all day. Men arguing with women, women arguing with men. Still talking about going 50-50. Still talking about who should run the household, you know, how women should be able to be feminine all the time, how men should be masculine, how, you know, any type of argument that starts and maybe a male comes in and puts his perspective. Now he's being sassy. He's being called gay. Turn around, you got women being called overly masculine, 304s. Comment section is like a battlefield, man. I just be like, and for what? Like, why does it even have to go this far? Because after a while, and this is just me, you know, I'm just outside looking in. After a while, it stops being about the topic, and it stops being about understanding anything. A lot of people still operating from a place of hurt. You know, a lot of people feel like they didn't been in some new relationships. They are experts right off the top. You know, you got people who just want to come online and cause mayhem and start things. You know, a lot of people still operating from ego. You know, they feel like they can get anybody. They can do anything. You know, now it just turns to, I gotta be right all the time. Whoever puts something, I gotta be right. Difference of opinion, doesn't matter. I'm right. You know, and sometimes it's not even about being right. It's just, you know, some people like, I just gotta get the last word. You know, just to end the sentence, just get the last word. My favorite thing to say, you keep talking to me any type of crazy, I'm gonna block you. You know, block. That's the favorite thing everybody likes to say. Mostly women I see, blocked. And that's no disrespect or shade. I get it. Some people do get disrespectful. And you just have to cut the conversation and cut your losses. And what's crazy is, the more you sit there arguing, the more it starts changing you. Social media can impact us a lot, especially with a lot of things that we see, especially if we see it day in and day out. Most people don't want to, you know, argue just for understanding. People just want to argue so they can just be right. And I just can't be that type of person that gets online every day. Not saying that there's a whole, well, I could be wrong. There might be a whole mass of people, but we also know that there are a lot of fake pages and bots and everything, you know, just to start some stuff. Once you become a person who just sits online all day arguing with other people, you start getting irritated faster. Little things just set you off, just left and right, left and right. You don't even know why, but it just irritates you. You know, you start carrying that energy that you know, that persona that you display online, you start carrying it back into the real world, and now people are looking at you sideways. And you already know we are a society that do not like to be judged in any type of way or form. And it's like you don't even realize what it's doing to you, how it's really changing you, affecting you and the people around you. We ask the same questions every day. We talk about the same issues every day. And it's like, come on now. After a while, are we really going to keep arguing about this, or are we really going to start paying attention to other topics that we have going on right now? And before anybody wants to get on here and be funny, I have a topic we can talk about. Why are there so many kids killing each other? Where are these kids getting these guns from? Where are the parents? Why aren't the parents protecting their kids from this type of violence that's going on? That's a conversation for another podcast. So, but just being honest, you know what I'm saying? I've seen the conversations from different perspectives, you know? I like to go into the comment sections sometimes and read people's different perspectives. Some, I can't even believe they let something like that fly out of their mouth, but I can't judge them because that's how they feel. You know, everybody has a different perspective on things. When it comes down to these perspectives when it comes down to men being men and women being women. We just go through so many hurdles when it's just as simple as it can be. What men should do, what women should do, provide, protect, nurture. We know all these roles, but we still keep arguing about this. Going back and forth and getting disrespectful. Calling women 304s, calling men sassy and gay, like I said before. And some guys are not masculine enough. Some guys ain't rich enough. Some guys are too broke to be dating. Some women have too high of a body count. Some women have too many kids by too many guys. Some women just want a man to take care of them while they sit back and do nothing. Different perspectives of different lives, right? And I feel like if people feel that way, okay, so be it. So what? Let them live their lives. Who cares? People are going to live their lives regardless of how other people feel. And yet here we are still arguing about stuff that we really have no control over. We're arguing about other people's lives. I just be sometimes asking myself when it comes down to, a lot of people that like to go online and argue in the comments, like, and I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just asking a legit question. Is that like a form of therapy for you? Like, does that help you out? Like some emotional drama you're going through right now? Is going online help you? Or is it just because you get a thrill out of it? And sometimes you got to ask yourself, like, is this actually helping yourself? Or is it just draining you? And what I mean by draining, like just being in that sort of toxic environment where anybody can get on the net and just say anything, especially towards you. And just having to take in all that energy and let's be honest, sometimes people might say some things to get a rise out of us and just be totally disrespectful. Like I said, and there's also bots too, just to have taken all that, because sometimes it can get bothersome. It can get aggravating. It's like, who the hell is this person talking to me like that? Like, who are you? I get it, I know it's got to be draining. That's why I sometimes have to take a break from social media and just get off of it, even though I get it. Some of us cannot take social media breaks. We're running a business on there, followers, the whole nine. Sometimes I just have to deactivate my account for a while and just take a break. Just having to just see all that all day, or at least limit the time I get on there, so that way I'm not sitting here just going to bed thinking about the crazy stuff I've seen or read. My whole message behind all this is that when it comes down to posts like these and conversations like these, not every conversation deserves our energy, especially if it's a conversation we've had on multiple occasions. Not everything needs a response. Some things you don't fix, you just let it go. Just let it go. You see the post, and if it somehow triggers you, hey, as we always talk about in the Black community, therapy is a beautiful thing. I know some people that are going through therapy right now, and they say it's just so refreshing to get all of that off their soul. Even if you cannot afford therapy, at least talk to somebody that'd be willing to listen and not, hurt your feelings, but tell you the honest truth. Now, if you're the type of person like me, somebody might comment something wild under your post or under a comment that you left, and you decide not to say anything, congratulations. You were just like me. And instead of clapping back, you just let them have it. You just let them have it, because you don't see no point in even trying to argue with somebody. So, hey, I just want to say that doesn't make you weak now. And it doesn't mean that you don't have a voice, or you're scared this person's going to have some type of a crazy clapback. It just means you understand something most people don't. Peace is more valuable than being right. We all know most people are keyboard warriors. So, we ain't worried about them. We just know what it is, man. We ain't finna argue with a fool. We just saying, hey, this is my point of view. I'm not looking for a debate or argument. This is how I feel about it, So, hey, man, shout out to those that are just like me. You just let them have it. Hey, you got it, bro. You got it, sis. Whatever. If that's how you feel, that's just how you feel, man. But as far as all this madness going on with these extra questions that we keep asking ourselves, hey, man, it's just time to let it go. Time to let it go. We have other things we need to focus on. For us to still keep talking about these conversations. And I get it. There are always new triggers every day. We got Will and Jada. We got Nia Long. We got constant back and forth about people dating older, people dating younger. Hey, it is what it is, man. Like I said, people are going to live their lives. Why are we worried about it? Why are we arguing about it? Just, keep that pushing, man. And I just say this with a closing thought. The more you argue, the more you slowly become what you don't even like. And at that point, you're not even being yourself no more. So listen, man. Echo in with me. Let's have a conversation about this. If you see as much as I do, let's talk about it. Let's see why they keep bringing this up and trying to shove this in our faces. Like I said, let's echo in and have a conversation about this, all right? So before I get ready to close this thing out, I want to go ahead and let y'all know about the socials, and as well as give some shout outs, all right? So listen, once again, thank you to those that actually was tuning in and listening to the episodes, man. I appreciate y'all wholeheartedly, man. It warms my heart, man. People are actually listening to the podcast, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. So let me go ahead and get ready to drop these socials, all right? So like I said, follow me on these socials, man. Shoot me some DMs. Let's have a conversation, all right? Echo in with your boy. So you can find me on Instagram as What's Good Fam Podcast. That's What's Good Fam _podcast, all right? You can also find me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter as, I'm sorry, it's not Twitter anymore, it's X. You can find me on X as What's Good Fam Entertainment. That's What's Good Fam Entertainment, all right? You can also find me on TikTok. I had to start a new page, so make sure y'all go to check out the new page on TikTok, all right? So the new page on TikTok is What's Good Fam 2021. That's What's Good Fam 2021. I'm getting the page restarted and redone, so make sure y'all stick to the other page as well, because I'm still going to be posting on that page as well. And that page is What's Good Fam 21. All right. So you got What's Good Fam 2021 and you got What's Good Fam 21. All right. Now you can also find me on Facebook as What's Good Fam podcast page. What's Good Fam podcast page. All right. I'm also on Threads too. I don't know if too many people use Threads, but you can find me on Threads too, as the same as my Instagram, What's Good Fam _podcast page. And don't forget to check out the Midnight Cruise Volume 1 compilation. The link is still in my What's Good Fam podcast page bio, all right? I am currently working on the Midnight Cruise Volume 2 compilation, as well as possibly a slow jam mix too. So y'all look out for that, all right? Or if you got some music you want to hear on these compilations, shoot me an echo and let's talk about it, all right? And put me on to some new artists. So before I go, I want to also be able to do my shout outs, man. These is for the entrepreneurs that I know, man. Shout out to those that actually been helping me and shooting me some good advice too as well. So thank y'all. So of course I got to do a shout out to my little broski, Drag Known. Y'all make sure to follow him on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere. Drag Known, DRAGKNOWN. He's fire with the sticks. He's on the PC. He's on the PS5. He plays fighting games for a living and he loves to whoop ass. So if y'all think y'all could take him, make sure y'all look him up and add him as a friend on the PS5 or on the PC servers. And hey, I'm warning you right now, he's been lethal since he was 3 years old. I don't know if y'all listened to the previous episodes, but as I said before, he was doing Mortal Kombat fatalities on me at 3 years old. I ain't never want to punch a kid in their face so much, but shout out to my little broski Drag Known, man. Real lethal with the sticks, all right? Shout out to my man, Deluxe Detail Window Tinting. Mr. Cameron Moore, man. He got his own business. He out there running, doing the fire tents. He's here in Covington, Georgia, man. So if you out that way and you need to get some new fresh tents, holla at my mans. Tell him Dex sent you, all right? He's out there in Covington, so make sure y'all follow him on Instagram as Deluxe Detail Window Tinting, all right? Also, shout out to my homie, the Trippy Corner, all right? Got everything for your 420 needs, edibles, teas, oils, you name it, she got it. Incredible customer service, and she's always able to reply back fast, all right? So make sure y'all check her out. She also has merchandise such as t-shirts and other little trinkets as well, all right? So shout out to the Trippy Corner. Keep doing your thing, all right? In fact, round of applause for all y'all entrepreneurs, man. Shout out to y'all. Yes. Keep grinding, keep making that money, and keep building that generational worth. All right, shout out to y'all. All right, and shout out to the beat maker of this new intro for the season 2 of What's Good Fam, Kaleem Beats. Man, I came across him on YouTube. I must say he got some great beats on there. He also on a website called BeatStars for those that make beats. And he also has his own website, KaleemBeats.com. All right. But also follow him on YouTube as well. All right. And the name of this track is called Summertime Fly. That's Midnight Echo, where thoughts don't sleep. If you felt this, you felt this. Stay solid, stay focused, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.